Hi everyone, welcome to Keeping It Candid. I'm your host Priscilla. Today's topic is food a way to a man's heart? Now, I asked you guys 3 questions, and these questions were posted on Instagram and Facebook. I asked you guys, is food a way to a man's heart? I also asked you another question where it asked, should women learn how to cook before they get married? And I also asked you, should men learn how to cook? Now today, I want to get you guys involved in the talk show, okay? So I'll explain to you what's going on here. On my right side, in this jar, we have all the surveys that I collected from the boys that answered the questions, and they're in yellow. On my left side, in pink, all these are the female surveys and what they have answered and why they have answered. So this collection is so that you guys can know what exactly is the percentage and just if actually food is a way to a man's heart, or who is agreeing on which question or the other, or should men cook? Okay, so we're just gonna get right to it. Okay, so I will start with the boys. Okay, so some of them are anonymous, and some of them I'll tell you the answers because I know the people that actually wrote them. So David said, if you don't know how to cook, there is no point of marrying. David, I totally disagree, but I'll tell you guys that later. But this is what he said. He basically said that if you don't know how to cook, then he's just not gonna propose. And I totally understand that there are guys who definitely cannot propose to you unless you know how to cook, okay? So we'll jump to, I disagree with that one, even though I see that everybody has their own point. Now, Lunda, my good friend, said, not really. There are women who don't know how to cook that win men, and that it's a plus to cook for your spouse. She also said that she found this very sexy when a man cooks. Okay, I definitely agree. I do agree with her on the last point, because I think even for me personally, I love it when a man is cooking for me. Okay, so I've always said that, and I think it's nice for men to be able to learn how to cook, because you never know the situations that you're going to be in that will definitely push you to the point where you will have to know how to cook. Now let's see the boys. So far it looks like, boys, they're always on the same page. Okay, so one of the guys say the principle of a woman is to be in the what? So he's saying that the principle of women being in the kitchen is dumb, and that Christians should really check up on that and know that even back in the days, men used to cook. So this guy, he's actually agreeing that men should learn how to cook. I think that's really good, and I definitely agree with him, because I think it's something that men need to learn how to cook, or you go starve. And I'm pretty sure someone in here said the same thing. Okay, so she said that unless they're trying to starve, they need to know how to cook. See, so you don't want to be in a situation where somebody's telling you, if I'm not cooking for you, so you go starve. Like sometimes you can argue with somebody and he just go, I'm just not cooking. So that means you have to cook. So guys, please learn how to cook, because Pitt said if you're not gonna learn how to cook, then baby boy, you're gonna starve. If you go to the girls, someone wrote a very big one actually, and I'm gonna read it to you guys. Women should know how to cook before marriage, because it's one way of showing her love to her family, most importantly to her husband. There should be a compromise, and she also wants the same love. So I definitely agree with the person that wrote this, that women should learn how to cook. Personally, I love to cook. I don't have a problem with cooking, but when I settle down, I do want my man to know how to work himself in the kitchen. Because if I'm sick, if I'm traveling, if something happens to me, I will need him to be able to cook, especially if I'm sick and I really need him to cook for the kids. Then I want to be able to depend on my man on a situation like that. So yes, and giving the love back. I do think doing something for someone is a sense of love, and it's the same way as men. It shouldn't be like women should learn how to cook is a must. It should be when they're cooking for you, it's a sense of love. So I do agree that when a man does that back, it comes out as love toward the woman. So I agree with you, girl. Now, let's see. Trezo said, yes, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Men should learn how to cook. Guys, I know a lot of you guys said that women should learn how to cook, and they were all about, oh yes, they should learn how to cook. They should learn how to cook. But you see, these are all men that are saying women that are saying men should learn how to cook too. It looks like the men are actually in favor of the cooking, even though I know it might sound like the ladies are, oh my god, they're being modernized, they don't feel like they should cook. But you can see even the men are rooting for cooking, and it's a necessity. Especially if you're a man and you live by yourself, what do? You cook for yourself, you feed yourself. So when you're married, that should not stop. Okay, so everybody said absolutely yes, they should learn how to cook. You see, that's another woman. Now she's not saying that she's not gonna cook. What she's saying that they should learn how to cook. Okay, there's a difference. Now, if the lady is saying that men should learn how to cook, that does not mean that they're saying that they're not gonna cook for you at all. That just means that, they want you to be able to work your way out in the kitchen. Another man said, yes, because it's a great skill to have, and everyone likes it when you make good food for them. See, that's a skill. Knowing how to cook is a skill to have. Another pile for men that are agreeing that they should learn how to cook. Now, I'm surprised that men are saying this, because a lot of men do not know how to cook, and they will never really, some of them are like they don't want to learn. But I'm surprised their answers are actually shocking me. Let's do one man and see if it says something different. This one is also the same. Yeah, another man is saying it doesn't hurt to learn to cook. It's important. It's just as important as a woman learning to cook. See, guys, these are all men that are agreeing with that. Another man say they should learn how to cook just in case. Another case. Literally all of this is men agreeing that they should learn how to cook. Now, are they learning how to cook? That's a question for another day. But it looks to me like they're actually, they're agreeing. All the women too are agreeing that men should learn how to cook, and they're also, I think women know that they should learn how to cook, but I think it's something that they never really ask their men to learn how to cook, because some of them are raised in cultures where women have to cook, and like they have to know how to cook, and the men are normally like the breadwinners and stuff like that. But times are changing. Women are working too, so I think it's fair to say that men should learn how to cook, just because you never know when you're gonna need that skill, and it's a form of love if you're cooking for your spouse. So this is another one that did mention what I said before, that if they're going on a trip, then you should be able to cook for the kids. And she actually feel like she left the kids to somebody who actually cares and is gonna take care of the kids. One of the other ones said that. So all of this are literally agreeing. People are agreeing that men should learn how to cook. There's one that's saying that women should learn how to cook, just that when they get married, it's a necessity. So, but she's also agreeing that men should learn it too, because the skill shouldn't just be for women. So we're gonna head to the boy side, because the girls are agreeing. Another boy just agreed. Okay, so someone said, hell yeah, unless you are a spoiled boy, then you gotta find a mommy's girl. So he's agreeing that men should learn how to cook, that they shouldn't be spoiled. So if you don't know how to cook, then you shouldn't want to find a woman that wants to cook, that you should find a woman that's spoiled that doesn't cook. So see, I'm not the one that said this, guy. These are guys that are saying this. Now I question if some of them, I know the one that wrote that knows how to cook, but that's a question for another day. Okay, so this person, Mamadou, because he's my friend, I will say his name. So he said that women should learn how to cook before getting married, period. Then he said, all he's saying is that you should get to know the people that you're marrying. And he said that, what does it say? He said that pre-made food or like microwave food will not, and that he will not be eating. What? Yo, I can't even read my own handwriting. He said, I will not be eating out every week and can't see myself up to it. So there's literally like 3 people that said that, that said that women should learn how to cook. Like that's something that they have to do. But he said that if you don't know how to, like, he's not gonna be eating out every day. Of course, nobody wants to. I do get it where he says that eating out every day, which that's not something that I would even want to do, to eat up every day. So guys, this is the pile of men. Most of them did mention that, men should learn how to cook. Now this pile is for ladies. Most of the ladies are on the same page. So I'm not gonna read this ones because I'm gonna leave this ones for something else that I'm planning for you guys to see when I have my guests here. But just to see the actual, this is how much there is, and this is how much men that are agreeing the men should cook, and this is the ones that the females are also agreeing the men should know how to cook. Now my last point is, if you are looking to settle down, personally, I think these are skills that you have to learn. You don't have to master them, but you have to. Actually, for ladies, you're going to have kids and you want them to have, like someone actually said about that, you want them to eat good and have a good diet, and also it's a form of love. You should learn how to cook. At least learn how to cook 5 things, and then later in life you will learn other things, but know how to work your way out in the kitchen. Now, as for men, again, that's my personal opinion. Men should learn how to cook, period. If you're gonna settle down, I think that's a necessity. If you're living by yourself, I know already you're doing it. It is a form of love. I think one of them said that, she feels well when she feels like a man is cooking for her. So guys, please learn how to cook. Go in the kitchen, start reading some stuff, or if you're dating, start telling her to teach you. And not even that, when it comes to cooking, that's something that you can learn. You can learn that every day as you go. You learn something new. You're not gonna be perfect, but if you keep doing it, you'll get better. So it's a skill that everybody needs to learn. It should not be just a women's thing, because I think men also need to know how to work their stuff in the kitchen. Times are changing. The wife could be working late and she could be like, babe, can you cook this or do this, and when I come back I'll put it all together, something like that. You need to be able to help your spouse, and it's a form of love. There's nothing good than a man that is working in the kitchen cooking a meal for his lady. Okay, so I'm not the one that said all of this, as you can see for yourself. Guys, go ahead and take notes. Women do love when men know how to cook, and you shouldn't really put yourself in a position where you're telling the women you have to learn how to cook and you don't know how to cook. I do think a woman should learn how to cook, just because a woman is basically, she molds the home, and she has a strong responsibility in her home. And so I think that's something that she needs to learn for the sake of her home. That's knowing how to cook is a skill that she needs to have. So those the men, please learn how to cook. And if you need cooking tips, go ahead and DM me, because I would teach you how to cook. Guys, if you don't know how to cook, I'm a very good chef, don't get it wrong. So I would teach you how to cook. And I think we'll wrap up for there, because I just wanted to show you guys the results of what the girls said and what the boys said. Now we're gonna have a video where we'll actually have men talk it out and actually say exactly what is it, or if they know how to cook or not. That's a whole separate video, and that's where we'll finish the rest of this service, so you guys can hear all of it. I think that will be it, and thank you guys for watching, and just thank you for subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe and like this page and watch it on every network that we show it at. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week on Keeping It Candid.
Yeah.